Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from TNF Pharmaceuticals, and let me tell you, it involves voting and bylaws. Sounds thrilling, right? Don't worry, we'll make it interesting. Basically, TNF Pharmaceuticals just changed a rule about how their shareholders vote, but why does that matter? We'll get into it. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. Come chat. This document is called a Form 8K, which companies file to tell investors about big news. In this case, the big news is a change to the company's bylaws. Bylaws are basically the rules for how the company is run. The company we're talking about is TNF Pharmaceuticals, Inc. The date of this report and the day this change happened was May 9, 2025. So, what exactly changed? The company changed its bylaws, specifically Article 2, Section 209. They amended it, which means they changed it and restated it, meaning they published a new version of it. The change has to do with how shareholders vote on company matters. Before this change, the company required a majority vote of the shares present at a meeting to approve most things. Now, they only need a majority of the votes actually cast, not counting abstentions or broken non-votes. This might sound complicated, but it can have a big impact. And let's say before, if only 60% of shareholders show up, and only half of those vote yes, 30% of shareholders show up, and only half of those vote yes, 30% of all shares, and rest vote no, the yes wins. And the exact words are that except as may be otherwise provided in the Certificate of Incorporation, each stockholder shall be entitled to one vote for each share of capital stock held by such stockholder, except as otherwise provided by law, the Certificate of Incorporation, these bylaws or the rules and regulations of any applicable stock exchange in all matters other than the election of directors, the affirmative vote of a majority of the votes cast by the stockholders present in person or represented by proxy at the meeting and entitled to vote on the subject matter voting affirm ik from Baltimore for change in all matters other than the election of directors, the affirmative vote of a majority of the votes cast by the stockholders present in person or represented by proxy at the meeting and entitled to vote on the subject matter voting affirmatively or negatively exclude defections and broken non-votes shall be the act of the stockholders. It's also important to note that even though this change happened, there are exceptions. If it's otherwise dictated by law, Certificate of Incorporation, these bylaws, or the rules and regulations of any applicable stock exchange. If you want to read the exact legal wording, you can find the full First Amendment attached to this report as Exhibit 3.1. Now, what does this all mean? It means it could be easier for certain people to pass resolutions and other corporate actions. So what's the big picture here? Why did TNF Pharmaceuticals make this change? It could be a few things. One possibility is that they want to make it easier to get things done. Maybe there were a lot of things that they were not able to pass through. Another possibility is that they have a big shareholder or a group of shareholders who wanted this change so that things get approved. If these big shareholders vote yes, things will be approved. Another thing is that because there is less friction to getting new proposals approved, that the company can be bought easily. This means that a big buyer doesn't have to worry about a few minor investors not approving the changes because only a simple majority is required. Factor it, ultimately we don't know the exact reason. But these are some possibilities to keep in mind. Alright, that's our breakdown of TNF Pharmaceuticals' latest filing. What's your take on these changes and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.